Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Casual Play, Casual Help, episode 84. And, as you can see, we are in a new battle pass. Houses at War. Haven't seen the video covering this update, so these skins are new to me. Guess I might be going for... Oh, that's just a reskin of Jackal Knight. Looks to be fantasy oriented and dragons, which I like. Go ahead and give us a quick purchase. But that is not why you came here today, because today we're going to be looking at... I should know this, but I don't... Osiris, broken god of the afterlife. Now, Osiris is one of those weird ones concerning warriors, because if you build him just straight up tank, he's pretty much useless. But if you build him all damage, he gets shredded. So in this episode, we're just gonna go my bruiser build, but a bit differently. You'll see. Anyway, as always, we have the standard, the palette swap. Palette swap, but with additional features. Silence, Exalted One. Then one of my favorites of his, besides his Knight skins, are Ninja Turtle friends, Leonardo. And then Radical Leonardo, where he's more of his cartoonish look. Noble Knight, which I like to run most of the time. Black Knight. A pretty cool thing about this game is that it makes a reference to Monty Python of I Move for No Man. Next one, the Reanimated. Turns him into Frankenstein. Well, a version of Frankenstein, which I think might be somewhat based off of Van Helsing, the movie. But anyway, then there's Frankentep, which turns him into the more classic version of Frankenstein. Codebreaker, part of that cybernetic theme that other gods have. Unbroken, turns him into like a demon thing, kind of reminiscent of Hades from God of War. Malware Mercenary, part of the malware theme, don't really much care for it. And that's it for skins. Up to abilities. His first one, Sickle Strike. Throws one of his sickles forward, stops at the first enemy hit, dealing damage and slowing them. The sickle remains for the duration of the slow. Spirit Flail. You use his flail with spiritual energy, striking down on a target area. Enemies take damage, and Osiris gains movement speed. If an enemy is under the effect of the sickle, the target's slow is increased in power and duration. So your combo is sickle and then spirit flail. His third ability, Judgment Tether. He flings out his mummy wraps, tethering himself to nearby enemy gods. Targets hit deal reduced damage over the next 4 seconds. The tether can be broken if targets move far enough away, and if targets are still in range when the duration expires, they are stunned. His ultimate, Lord of the Afterlife. He sheds his fragments, which is a part of his passive, gaining the benefit of his passive and leaping forward. Osiris targets all enemies that are within his landing area and rips a fragment of their spirits out, dealing damage and preventing them from healing. Targets are rooted for 0.4 seconds during the attack. Enemy minions in the target area also take damage. So pretty much his ultimate is a good chase and also a good way to deny healing. His passive Fragmented. Each time Osiris uses an ability, he burns away a fragment of his body, gaining damage mitigation for each missing fragment. After losing 8 fragments, so basically dealing 8 abilities, or just using your ultimate. He goes into a spirit form. He may walk through enemies and enemy blockers. His basic attacks do not occur of movement penalty, and this effect lasts for 6 successful basic attacks. For physical damage mitigation, he gets 2% per missing fragment, and for magical damage, he gets 1%. Anywho, it's time to get her going. And I also saw that they put Momo from Avatar in. Because I kind of wondered if they might have been doing another Avatar battle pass, because I saw the whole Smite X Avatar thing as a part of our new app image. But I guess not. Although if they held off on the Uncle Iroh and what is her name? It's Zuko's sister, because they added in those two like almost a month or so after Azula. Yeah, because they added in Azula and Uncle Iroh in like a month or so after the Battle Pass ended for the Avatar. So if they held off on those two, added Momo, and maybe like another character like the Fire Lord or the Earth King guy that's old and crazy. But anyway, I'm fine with the Battle Pass we have. And I'm not necessarily looking forward to what's going to happen.
I'm Leonardo, and I've been training my whole life for this very moment.
Because not a lot of people play Osiris, and for good reason. He's not necessarily arena material. I've stated this before in previous episodes. I had a lot of good luck playing Osiris back when Siege was still a thing. And also Gilgamesh, because it was just so easy to just to fight people in the jungle one-on-one. Because during that game mode, I would build Bruiser of defense and power. There wasn't really much they could do, because I had my tether for a stun. If they used a movement ability to go away, I could use my ultimate to make up that distance. It was just good all around. But in an arena sense, where everybody has access to everybody at the exact same time. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to go some anti-heal. Because normally I would. Okay, they shrunk our names. And there's tips at the bottom. I'm definitely going to have to read the patch notes after I do the next episode. Anyway, back on point. I usually build Osiris like I usually do with my other warriors of Gladiatorial Shield, Void Shield, Runic Shield, all that. But for him, it's much like my Atlas build, which I'll get to Atlas at the end, where I do.
Not that my brothers aren't good. I'm just
where basically I do 2 of mostly defense items, and I do 2 damage items on top, and then 1 that is in between, like the sledge. Anyway, because of Achilles and Sylvanas, I'm gonna have to go anti-heal, but first we're gonna get the sledge. And a prime strategy for Osiris, which I didn't get time to do because I was too busy talking, is to spam all your abilities when you're in spawn, so you can get that damage mitigation up. Now, a really popular build for Osiris is to do attack speed and lifesteal. Because I've seen games where Osiris mains with that type of build be completely immortal. And Osiris suffers as much as any other god does in the early game of needing a lot of mana. And as a cool thing, being a part of the TMNT with a skateboard.
I feel my strength grow.
Oh, I completely blanked. My ultimate can nullify healing. Yep, I'm smart. And a professional.
Someone's in a hurry.
Kwong's gonna be dead. Okay, now. Very rude.
Be right back.
I see.
Yeah, that's kind of a bit disappointing.
I'm building
Whoopsie.
stacks.
Leadership material.
And because there's more mages, then the physicals will be going Onu's Hunter's Garb, which gives us stacks of 3% stacks of mitigation for enemy gods around us. Sort of goes with our passive and, well, not necessarily tether. It still just reduces damage in general. Thank goodness.
Ultimate is ready.
Be right back.
I'm still at that stage where I'm very vulnerable.
Not ideal, but I'll make it
Cancel
work.
that.
Where'd he go?
Enemy has been slain.
Why did Bao Kwong stay?
Someone's in a hurry. You're not gonna.
Makes it a thing. Cancel that.
Let's go to Brazil.
Enemy has been smoked. Yeah.
Retreat.
I love the Brazil meme with Heimdall. Ugh. Oh, at least he got attack speed. He got enough gold for Onu's Hunter's Garb.
Feels like something Raph would pick.
Yeah, go Contagion. And if you're asking why didn't I go Pestilence, which is the magical equivalent of that, it's because with Onu's Hunter's Garb I get the damage mitigation. Wouldn't get that if I went Pestilence. So Contagion is going to have to be second. Oh, right. Yeah, that was overkill. Yeah, I think I could have probably
Not ideal.
not
I'll make it
ulted
work.
Achilles as soon as he exited Heimdall's portal. But then again, I have been getting that exact same treatment.
That's my stuff.
Oh man, he's got pop shell on him. That then Sylvanas had to go and ult.
Feels like something Ralph would pick.
Okay, now that we got our defense down, next we'll be going Brawler Speed Stick. Which means that every time I hit an enemy with an ability, it increases their healing.
Someone's in a hurry. Okay.
Trust me with this. Be right back.
I'm actually surprised that we're doing so well. Wait, seriously, Sylvanas? Man, this mind has just been so backwards these days. Guardians going assassin, going damage builds. Assassins and mages going defense builds. Seems that we just lost our way. No. No. So we do some tricks on our skateboard.
An ally has been slain.
Material.
Next, we'll be going Frostbound Hammer. The HP, and every single time that we hit somebody, it slows them down. So it won't be so easy for them to run.
Take this jungle buff.
No.
Killing spree.
Wait. Yeah, okay. Achilles did that.
Has been smoked.
I was like, when did Achilles get that? Ooh, I save on to do this. Excuse.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Unstoppable.
Be right back. I
Okay.
feel my strength grow.
Yeah, I have a big
Yes.
suspicion that Cuckoo is carrying. Just saying. And Heimdall's getting mad about something.
Cancel that.
You're not getting away.
I still find it hard to believe that they needed around 3 people in order to get that damage buff. At least that was a good distraction.
Leadership
Frostbound
material.
Hammer, and the last item is going to be Quinn size.
A teammate did a thing.
Gives that good basic attack damage.
Has been summoned. For the show. Yippee-ki-yay. This ought to do. Starting to heat up.
Oh, okay, they just surrendered.
Crisis averted.
Well, good enough for me. Anyway, as always, professional. Hope you've learned something, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.